Hello and welcome back to another video, and if you're new, thanks for clicking. And this is my first ever winter camp. I'm at my usual spot. As you can probably see if you're regular to the channel, it's the same spot, but I didn't expect it to be this much snow up here with the trees, but I was wrong. So it's 1 o'clock now. I've come miles early because I knew I needed to collect some wood, because I don't fancy collecting wood during the night again. I need to figure out what type of setup I'm going to make, because it's supposed to be another big snow shower in about 3 hours time. So I'm going to set a tarp up above, I think, and then I'm in the tent tonight again. I was going to stay in the bivvy, but it'd probably be too cold, so I'm probably going to set the tent up just behind me here, and then have a shelter just in front, and then a fire just down there, so I have to clear some of the snow away. So I'm staying in the gear top tent tonight. It's not a hard tent to put up, just put it up in 2 bits. As long as it doesn't get wet. I'll speed this part up. If no one's seen this one before, it's the Gear Top One Man. It was given to me by Danny from DB Camping Adventures. So yeah, now I'm going to get a tarp up. All them bags down there are mine for my food tonight. And by the looks of it, all the logs that I chopped last time are going to need chopping again, because they're all soaking. Oh, look at this, it's stunning. Surprisingly, I'm not cold yet, even though I've got this massive hat on. I haven't got a coat on, obviously. Well, we'll see what tonight brings. It's -1 now. I think it's going to get down to -4. Hopefully I'll be warm enough. I'm in the Leviathan bag tonight. Right, better get this tarp up before the snow shower starts. So I've had a change of plan with the tarp configuration, so I've gone with this type, just so if it snows it's going to cover me from the top, and it'll block some of the wind from there when the fire is just going to be there. I think the camera's struggling to focus because I've just dropped it straight in the snow. But yeah, I think this is going to be a nice little setup tonight. Definitely a chilled camp. There was supposed to be Charlie and Stuart tonight, but I don't think they're going to come with it being like this. But you never know. We'll see what happens. Well, I need to go and collect some firewood. That's going to take me about an hour, so you'll probably see me again in an hour. And then I'll show you exactly what I've got and set my tent up. I think this should be enough wood for this evening. This one should burn for a good few hours. I'm not starting this fire till around 6 when it gets dark. It's a waste of time because I'm not actually cold at the minute. I don't want to be getting covered in snow because then I'll get wet. I don't really want to be getting wet either. So I'm going to chill out 5 minutes because I'm absolutely shattered. Oh dear. Yeah, I did do another camp just after Christmas, but the video was terrible. I dropped my microphone and I lost it. I didn't find it for about 3 hours. So there's 3 hours worth of footage just gone. And I didn't think I was going to make it here because I was coming up the bank and my car skidded back down. Even though it's a 4x4, it still skidded back down. So I've had to park at the bottom of the bank, but it's all good. So yeah, I'm going to chill out for 10-15 minutes, go and collect some actual kindling, some drier sticks from over the back there, and then I'll set the fire up and then we'll just start it when it gets dark, and I'll show you what I've got for my tea. I think you should go for a walk. It's absolutely stunning. Look at this, the sun when I turn the camera around. The light is quality. God, I'm so sad. Fell over twice, like. That I was getting that the log that I've been saying I'm going to collect for the last 3 videos. I've managed to half it, so there it is there. So I've managed to half that. So that's the big log at camp at the minute that I'm sat on. So I'm just going to collect some really dry bits. Just fell over just here. And I keep smiling, but it's absolutely lovely. I've been waiting for the snow for ages. I really wanted to test my gear out. I just hope it doesn't fail me. In the last video where I showed you the public footpath, I seen a tree that had fallen, and it's just this one here. So I've been collecting stuff from this. Not full things fell. So I've just been collecting this type of one, the light brown one, because if it snaps easy, it's easy to burn it easy. It's completely dry. Because I think it's going to take a while for the fire to get started tonight. I brought 2 black bags today to do a massive clear up, because there's an orange Sainsbury's bag down there buried under a tarp. Because I thought I was going to camp there again tonight, but I'm not. So I'll go and collect that. And this should be enough. I can see this being a proper chilled camp. I'm going to bang some music on and stuff. I'm just collecting the log now so I don't have to bother later on, because I spend half the night collecting logs depending on how big the fire is. But I'll probably just go for a small one tonight. Plus I need 3 sticks because I've got the pot with me and I don't fancy laying it on the fire. So I'm going to do a tripod stand again, cook some potatoes in there. So I'm having sausage and mash with onion gravy tonight, if all goes well. So I'm going to get 3 sticks at similar length and we'll make that cooking stand while I wait for it to get dark. I think I've got about 2 hours left of light. Probably going to struggle with getting these in the ground. Pretty much the same size. Yeah, they'll do. This is one of my favourite parts about camping, the wood preparing. It's just the gathering that I don't like. And the peace and quiet, especially when I'm going back to work. I'm going back to work tomorrow, and my job's not like, it's not a bad job. It's just, you know, you just want that little bit of time on your own, and my wife doesn't mind me coming. I think she enjoys the peace and quiet herself. That's why she lets me go out so much. Yeah, so the last video that I done was a you could say it was a disaster, but it wasn't really. It was a disaster in the sense of it being a video, but it wasn't a disaster of a camp. I was testing out some new kit. I've got the DD hammocks underquilt for my hammock, the -5 degrees one. It rarely gets to -5, even though it's going to get to -5 tonight, but didn't really fancy the hammock, if I'm honest, in case it didn't actually keep me warm. But I was out, not last night, the night before. I just didn't do a video, and I stayed in the gear top one-man tent, so that's why I've decided to stay in it again, because I was warm in there on that night. But I did have my hammock, DD hammocks, wrapped around me. I'll show you what's inside that tent shortly. I forgot to do it, to be honest. Just been preparing the wood, as you've seen. There's nothing much I can really do whilst I wait for it to get dark, because if I set that fire now, people on the footpath will see that I'm camping here. It's not so much a problem with the landowner, because they know I'm here, but I don't really want people coming over asking what I'm doing, and then I've got to tell them to leave because it's private land, which I don't like doing because I'm not a bossy person. I'm going to be a bit devastated later on when I've got to burn this seat of mine. So I've got my ground mat underneath, so it's keeping my arse warm, and I'm off the ground, but I'm going to be burning these later. It's a shame. I should have really brought my seat. It's just another thing to carry. It's 2 kilograms extra among the 20 odd kilograms that I bring anyway, and that was over 2 bags. That wasn't 1 bag. I think my green rucksack's got about 16-17 kilograms in when I come camping in the woods, and when I go to mountains with Danny, it's around about 13 maybe, without drinks or with drinks, can't remember, one of the two. But I've got a new backpack for the mountains because the last one broke. Right, so while we wait, I might as well put this cooking stand up. So I'm just using the connector ring thing that I've got for the tripod configuration. This is going to be far too big, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to end up burning these sticks later anyway. It's always the case. Yeah, that's that's a bit large. Oh no, I think that'll be all right. Depending on how big I have the fire. But I'll raise that up for now, and then I'll get the fire set up so it's ready to go on. Just using these to keep it off the ground. It's wet still. Such a lovely night tonight. So the wind's actually coming from across that way. So I've put that up there to stop the wind from battering me while I'm sat there. I sit on these logs here. It's a pretty good setup actually. I'm going to get this fire started in about 25 minutes, as soon as the sun goes down completely. Look at the forest. What I'll do is I'll show you inside my tent while it's still light. It's got a little decent porch area. It's got my bag in and my keys. Right. So inside here I've got a massive foil mat on the bottom. Huge foil mat there. A Leviathan sleeping bag. or a hot water bottle. That's my DD Hammocks under blanket, which I'm going to put over the top of me. 2 days ago when I used it, I didn't even sleep in the sleeping bag, I just slept under that, and it was 0 degrees and I was fine. And I've got my Flextail pillow and my Flextail mat underneath, which keeps going down because it's cold. And then I've got my spare pair of gloves here in case these ones get too wet. And I've got my down pants and top there, and I've got one of them neck warmers just there, which I'll be putting on later, on a British Army wool blanket just in case, but I'll probably use that as a pillow. But yeah, that's my full setup for tonight. It's well cosy in there. I'm probably going to stay in there till about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I found this piece of paracord. I think someone's left it from when they were camping with me. So I'm going to put it on my knife as a handle. I never know when I'm going to need some paracord. When I need it, I haven't brought it. So I'm going to wrap it around the handle. I don't think this knife's legal. I think it'd be a different story if I was taking it on the street. But I think because I'm on private land, I think you're allowed stuff like this if you're on your own land, I imagine. Wait, I don't know how to do this, but I'm just going to tie it in a knot. Doesn't look too bad. I just need to bend the ends of this, I think, to stop it from fraying. Well, that's perfect in case I need some paracord. Plus it feels nice in my hands now. Right. Isn't too bad. Right, sticks I can find. Right, I might as well prepare the potatoes. Don't know if you can see in there, but the water that I put in has started to ice over. So I'm going to prepare some of these tatties and shut them in. So today I'm having mash, bangers of mash. So I'll just peel half of these because I brought enough for like 2 people, but Charlie's not turning up tonight, so I'm just gonna make enough. And then the sausages that's left over I'm probably gonna have for breakfast in the morning. I don't even know how many I'm gonna need, so I'm probably just gonna, I'll just do them all and then I can just shot in a bin. Some of these are pink, I'm not sure why. Like if I was doing this at home, I'd save as much potato as possible so we didn't have to go back to the shop and buy more, but because I bought too much, I'm just rushing it. And I'm not really fussed about how my mash looks. If it's got skin in it, I'm not bothered. Yeah, this can all go in the rubbish bag. I've got a rubbish bag over there. Put it in there. God, it's cold when you take them gloves off. Dear me. Even the potatoes are frozen. Bloody hell. This is a stupid idea. I got a new video game at home as well. So I got some salt in this kit. I don't know whether the last video was any good because I've still not finished editing it, but this has got everything in it. Salt, pepper, garlic, chili flakes, everything. So you just need some salt in there. But yeah, that was off my sister for Christmas. Absolutely brilliant gift. So if you're watching this, Hayley, thank you very much. Right, the only problem we've got here is that I haven't got the lid. Because in the previous video the lid fell off. So I'm going to have to try and survive without the lid. But they're not going on just yet because they won't take very long. And then what else I've got is I've got 16 pork sausages, some onions, I've got gravy salt, and I've got butter and milk to do the mash. So, but I'll be doing that later on. Just gonna tend to this fire for a bit, and because it's not even late, it's 20 past 6. So I'm just going to chill out for a bit. I've got 4 beers. I left them here and they were frozen, so I had to put them down beside the fire. I've had 2 already, so I've got another 2 left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for a bit. Probably going to get some more logs, and then them 2 massive logs there should burn for the rest of the night. So I'll bring it back and I'll put the food on. So I've put the tatties on. Doesn't matter if they get cooked too fast. At least they'll be done. I put the sausages on last. I don't even think it's about 8 o'clock yet. It's well, it's not even 7. 20 to 7. I've just been enjoying the fire. It's not actually that cold, to be honest. But when you move away from the fire, it is freezing. But I think the heat's reflecting off this tarp and keeping me warm. But I won't be eating that tea till about 10 o'clock tonight, and then I'll be getting straight into bed. I've got work tomorrow. You know, it'd be so good if I could bring Patch up here. But the problem is the person who lets me stay here has got dogs, and Patch is not a fan of dogs, so he would definitely not be welcome up here, and he'd be barking all night as well. I might try it on the other side one time, but where I'm at now, no, there's no way. I might take him out on the on next Saturday to the lakes, me and Danny, depending on where we're going. If it's anything too strenuous, I'm not taking him, because like I say, he's got onset heart failure, so there's no way I'll take him anywhere crazy. No, I'm loving this camp at the minute, even though it's quite sometimes I'll just sit and I'll think, oh, it'd be nice to talk to someone, so now I'll just text people on my phone and hope to God they reply, so I don't feel as lonely. So I'm just cutting the onions to go in with the sausages. So I'm going to fry these, and then I'm going to fry the sausages, and then I'm going to put the gravy salt in this with the water, hopefully. I think this is far too many sausages.
A few moments later.
I think I've overcooked it. I'll taste it. Yeah, that's definitely done. Oh shit, I spilled half of it. And these are the potatoes. But I don't know how I'm going to do the mash and how I'm going to do the gravy. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this at camp. This is something I always do at home for my wife, but this is random. This is butter. Plop. Some milk. And I've actually brought one of these mashes. Right. Let's get this mashed potato done. And then I can figure out how I'm doing the gravy. I'm probably going to have to do it in this pan and put the mash in there with the sausages. This is far too much for me. This is crazy. Right, well, this is it. This is the sausage and mash that I've been waiting for. Right. Here's the gravy. I ain't got a bowl or a plate, so I'm just going with this. This gravy is rather shit. Well, there you are. Sausage and mash. Ideal. Anyway, I'm going to pour this one out, this gravy out, because I made far too much. Well, I made it for 2 people, but obviously it was only me. I think our fire's going to stay burning for the rest of the night, and then we'll see what happens. Anyway, better taste this, just for the camera, just to prove that it doesn't make me feel like shit. That is absolutely fantastic. Please come camping with me. So I've gotten to bed. It's getting a bit cold outside. I think it's -3 now. It's going to get to -4 about 2 o'clock in the morning. It's 10 o'clock now, well, 10:15. So I'm inside the Leviathan and underneath the DD hammocks underquilt, and it's warm in here. It's really warm. But yeah, I'm gonna get my head down. I'm not gonna have anything to eat in the morning because I've ate all the sausages. But when I wake up, I'm gonna clean camp, head off home, and then go back to work for the next 3 nights. So I'll see you in the morning. Morning. It was absolutely boiling last night. I'll show you. I'm not even in the sleeping bag. I haven't got a torch either. I don't know where my torch is, but I'm not even in the sleeping bag. I've just got them on over like a duvet. So I think that's the best way to sleep, with this sleeping bag. For some reason I don't get warm when I'm wrapped up in it, but when it's over the top of me, I'm warm, which makes no sense. But the air mat's gone down massively, so I think that's because it's -1 degrees. I better get up. I don't think it's snowing anymore, so it's pointless putting that tarp up. But I need a toilet, so I best get up and get home. And I need a drink. I used all my water last night, so I'll get packed away and then we'll see what it's like outside. So I've cleaned the tarp and the rubbish away. The fire pit's alright, I'll burn them next time. Problem is, I can't get my tent down. All the pegs are frozen into the ground. This could take a while. I knew I should have saved some water to boil. Might have to leave the tent here.
1 eternity later.
You can see where the heat was. It's actually melted all the ground with my nuclear ass. And there's the spot all cleaned up. No rubbish left at all. all the rubbish in that bag there, and then I'm going to go back down here and collect another bag that I left at the stove thing that I made. And I'm going to head off home now. I've got work tonight, so I'm going to go and chill out with the wife for a bit and then get myself to bed about 2 o'clock. So the next camp will be in about a week's time. I'm hoping to get a mine exploring, because I know I keep saying it, but my head's not beating it at the minute. But I'll get back to it. But yeah, cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching to the end. Cheers.